like I'm gonna need some freaking gas. I'm about out. What is going on? I just uploaded 2 videos. Well, one got uploaded, the other one's scheduled. About to make another one. Not much of a banger here, but I'm probably just going to be ranting all this entire video. Just kind of talking about that's a big ass truck. I was talking about the T-Sound. No, tonight, the T-Sound. Hey, I'm about to bring a ball. We're about to play basketball over there after work. Oh. Anyway, so I've done quite a bit to the bike. I've owned it since my birthday last year, so like November. Yeah, November 8th, I believe. Hello, Mr. Officer. So first day I got it, well, I think it's like first night, rode it around for maybe an hour or 2, and I dropped it, and I fucking broke the stock plastic handguards. They didn't really do shit, and I don't know why they were that flimsy, or why they were made out of plastic, but yeah, I ended up getting the Zeta handguards. That was kind of crazy. I didn't get Protaper bars. These are the factory bars, but I had this pad laying around, so I threw it on. But it's just a bar pad. I put an RC clutch lever, which I am waiting for the 3-finger, I believe I got, because this 1 finger's real short. Kind of messed my grip a little bit, but I mean, I got used to it, but I want something a little bit longer. And because of that, I guess each gear, as well as clutch in and neutral, is run on a different map for tuning and emissions purposes. So I had to wire a switch. You could leave it open and just kind of tuck the wires away, but then you can only start the bike in neutral, and I don't like that, so I put a little switch here. I also swapped the grips because I don't like the factory ones. They were like too hard and plasticky, so I got some Pro Grips on there, nothing crazy. I also adjusted my bars, moved them forward. I also did a Dominator slip-on exhaust for a while. I just took the baffle out of the stock exhaust, which made it sound a lot better, but I wanted something with a little more flow, a little more sound, and something high mount so I don't mess up the mounting bracket. That's, according to all the forums, that bracket breaks when you drop the bike on the right side. Pretty good quality. I paid about $260 for it. It's $210 on the website, but FedEx ended up charging me like $50 for shipping after the fact. I also did the Tusk crash cages, which, funny enough, the few times I've dropped the bike, the cages were never even touched. So I don't know. Glad I had the handguards though, because that's what hit. I also got the Tusk High fender kit. Got a super good deal on that. Shout out Rocky Mountain ATV MC. Super easy install, and I think it looks good. I might get a shorter fender. I don't know, just because it is a little long. I also did a Snorkel delete and got a Ecu Flash, and she runs really good. I love the way she runs. I kind of adjusted preload, compression, and rebound as well for front and rear. I did a tidy tail. I got that from Nicecnc, just because it was the cheapest. Down here I also have a Nicecnc brake pedal. It's way bigger. It's freaking massive actually, but it feels a lot better too, riding around standing up. What else? Oh, I've got a Enduro engineering skid plate and linkage guard. That was probably one of the very first things I did. Super freaking stout, man. I love that thing. Oh, I got some, they're not called sliders. What the hell? Spools for the rear swing arm. Got some spools back there. I also did a chain guide, primary drive. I don't know why these bikes don't come with that. You're going off-road, well, that's what at least it's meant for. So I don't know why you wouldn't have that. I'm trying to see what else I've done. I think that's about it. I did a tube already in the rear. Cut my ride short. I got a freaking piece of wood that punctured the tube. It's not my first time doing tubes on my own, but all the other times I've either pinched the tube coming out. Actually, I think that's where I pinched it, because I've always tried to reuse the tube after I patched the original hole. Anyway, bought a new tube for it, threw it in there. No pinches or nothing. It was pretty easy, so happy about that. Anyway, yeah, this bike is freaking amazing, man. Comparing to the DRZ, which it doesn't even compare, but that's where most of my riding experiences come from, was the DRZ. And man, this thing beats it all day long. Suspension, off-road capabilities, the power, even the on-road, man. Like 6 gears, freaking, what is it, 64 horsepower or something like that at the wheel. Dude, this thing just goes. All my friends, they're hating on it, or they're like, yeah, that thing's sick for you. Like, whatever, dude. It is sick. It's fun. Obviously, way heavier and taller than the DRZ, so, you know, hitting stuff has been kind of scary, but eventually I'll get super good at it. Eventually. Same thing with wheelies. I'm not that great. Oh, I removed the rubber, the stock rubber pads. Same thing with the DRZ when I first got that. Removed the rubber pads and the foot pegs so I can have better grip. And surprisingly, these come with freaking wide foot pegs, so I didn't even need to upgrade these. Not until they break, at least. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a T7, I highly recommend it. But the DRZ is great. It's a good bike to learn on. I'm glad I got that bike first. It built up a little bit more skills on my end and confidence as well. But overall, like, DRZ is a good bike. After riding this and then getting on the DRZ, man, that thing feels like a freaking pit bike. Really, this bike is one of the best, I feel. Man, that's a nice truck. Any of y'all watching, if y'all have any recommendations on boots, I need some new boots. My foot pegs from the DRZ all the way up to the T7, the foot pegs have dug a hole into the left boot sole, and it's not so waterproof, and that's not fun. I want to step up my protection because this bike is so heavy and I'm doing a little bit of crazier things. So if you have any recommendations on boots, let me know. I also have really big calves, so if you have any big calf guys watching, let me know what y'all are running, because Tech 7s and Tech 10s, they kind of fit pretty good. Other boots, I couldn't get them to wrap around my calf. That's why I went with the Forma Adventure Lows. People in the back of the truck. Oh, they're collecting the flags. Hell yeah. Sheesh. That mid-range power is where shit really opens up. I can be in third or fourth gear and just give it a little bit of a pull, and then it just comes out of nowhere. Like that one guy. Anyway, guys, probably gonna cut the video here. Thanks for listening to my rant. If y'all are in Fort Worth, Dallas area, you guys want to ride some off-road shit or know of some off-road spots, hit me up, dude. I'd like to check them out or ride with y'all. We try to get together every Sunday, so if y'all want to pull up, hit my DMs. I'll link the Instagram down below. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. Peace.